Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Listen, I have been extremely busy, okay? And I have not been able to do nobody's video, okay? So I said I have an hour and a half drive to my first client this morning. So I'm gonna get my tail on here and talk to the peoples, okay? Y'all, listen. I got a couple of things I want to talk to y'all about, but first things first, I want to talk about this whole ASAP Rocky situation with his friend ASAP Relly. Have y'all seen that all over YouTube and the Twitter? Because I will never call it X. Um, Twitter space and all that good stuff. ASAP Rocky, he is found not guilty of all this stuff with that whole situation with his friend ASAP Relly. Child, I went down a rabbit hole last night before I went to sleep and I watched the testimony of ASAP Relly. I said, "Excuse me, sir. Now you know good and damn well you was lying on this man. You know good and damn. Hold on, let me turn this around. Does it look like I'm not looking at y'all? Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. I was like, sir, you lying your ass off. You you got a whole conversation of a recording with one of their friends snitching on yourself. How dreadful." Now, y'all know I can't read everybody's thing, but good morning, everybody. My friend is here, Sweet P724. Sweet P, your order. Let me know when you get it. It should be coming today. I packed it up and sent it out. What's today? Wednesday? Monday? But you got hella ice packs in there. And it's cold. See, I knew this was going to happen. Hold on, y'all. It's the only thing about doing this in the car. I'm subject to the damn thing falling down. I'm gonna hold it for a second until I get to a stoplight. And this Tacoma truck uh is getting in front of me. But yeah, y'all, this ASAP Rocky case, I have been so involved in everything that's been going on with it. I'm like, oh my God. And this was just in the last 24 hours I figured all this stuff out because I saw him do a damn NFL football leap over Yonda to get to Rihanna when they gave him that not guilty verdict. He damn near pushed the lawyer out the way, hugged the WP woman, the clear lady, real fast, and then ran over to Rihanna. I said, okay. He like, I ain't gotta be away from my kids for 24 years. Hello, Barbados. Child, these people in Maryland, they cannot drive. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Right the freak now. Okay. But y'all, yeah, I'm about to pull over so I can put this thing back up because I can't hold it the entire time. Well, I could, but I really don't want to. You know what I mean? But what y'all been doing? Because I literally, y'all, the last 2 days, I have been so tired. I did not get good news on Monday. So I've been kind of feeling, I don't know, a little depressed. But, I've been trying to pick myself up and move on, child. Because you can't cry over spilled milk, honey. That's one thing I don't do. But y'all, I also wanted to talk to y'all about that second part interview with Marquez. All right, let's just get down to brass tacks with that. Where is a red light when you need one? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Red light. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this here. Put this here camera back up and things. Hold on. Thank y'all for working with me. Let me turn my camera off while I look all weird and shit. Matter of fact, I might just do this off camera, but I know some of y'all be like, I think it's so weird when we can't see you. I'll be like, I'm trying, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Let me see how tight we can get this. All right, if it falls down again, y'all, I can't be held responsible. All right, here we go. Oh, thank you, Demi. It's okay, girl. I'm working on it. Ain't no more bad news gonna come to me no more. Okay. we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out because that's what I do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I might tell y'all in members only what it was. But yeah, y'all, this that interview. First of all, I said it the last time I spoke about it briefly. I love the way I love Queen Sheba and how she interviews folks. Okay, she has a way of getting her point across, but allowing them to speak at the same time. You know, Marquez kind of came into this thing thinking, it sounds like he came into it thinking that, you know, oh yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my businesses. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And Queen Sheba was like, yeah, sir. I just want you to understand that the only reason you get in these types of interviews is because your ass is on that show. Nobody will really care about what the hell you doing if it wasn't for you being on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But you know, listen, here's my thing with Marquez, and y'all may agree with me or not. I don't know, and that's okay. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinions in this thing called the world. I think that people are skewed by Marquez's lack of ability to be a good father, okay, or lack of willingness, rather, to be a good father. Are y'all, side note, do y'all put y'all feet up when y'all go over train tracks? My friend's little country ass told me that, and I was like, I've never done that in my life. Every time she sees the train track and we drive over it, she puts her feet up. She said that's good luck. I don't know, but anyway, I just went over train track. But yeah, I think that Marquez is. I think he's lazy. I think that he is using this whole situation with his children. You know, he keeps on saying, "I left the marital home. I never left my children." First of all, Marquez, you can't parent your children from an iPhone. Let's make this very. He likes to say, "Let's be clear." Let's be very clear. You can't be a good father from the phone. Okay, it's not like you said, okay, I worked a lot in corporate and I had to, you know, be gone a lot, but I scheduled, even though I didn't live there, to pick the kids up on the weekends and keep the kids with me. I sent Trish this much money every week or every month. You didn't say that. You just kept on saying that, oh yeah, you know, they're trying to paint me to be a bad person, and I'm not, I don't have to tell anybody what I'm doing and this, that, and the third. Actually, sir, you do. If you don't want to look crazy. I'm like, it's ridiculous. Did you notice that he said that is how his dad fathered him? No, I didn't notice that, Demi. I didn't notice that. D says, shout out to Queen Sheba, but I got nothing from him in that right, in the interviews. He talks in circles. I have no timeline and still don't know what happened. Exactly. That's exact. See, D and Demi, y'all summed it up for me. He didn't really talk about nothing. He talked about absolutely nothing. Like, I think the problem is people's thought process where it comes to Marquez is skewed because he's handsome. He likes Melody. So people are like, "Oh, well, okay, he likes Melody and he's cute. Okay, and we don't like Trish and you know, Ken is being treated bad. So, yeah, we on Marquez's side no matter what." No. No. He's still a bad father. Period. He wants to lay his hat on the fact that no, I didn't leave my children, I left my wife. Let me make this very clear. Nobody is saying that you had to stay with Trish because Trish is definitely a freaking thick ass pill to swallow. I would not want to be married to Trish either if I was Marquez. Absolutely not. However, you still have to father those children. And you didn't say anything that remotely made anybody in the viewing audience believe that you were doing just that. You weren't doing that. And yeah, you allowed Ken to have clout saying he was doing this and doing that for your children. And you didn't deny that Ken was giving you money to get back and forth and this, that, and the third. You didn't deny it. Then he tries to say that, oh, yeah, you know, and then when Queen Sheba was like, well, why not get a job? You know, why not work in corporate or whatever so that you can continue to have financial means or whatever? He was like, well, honestly, you know, I just feel like basically he said being on the show is an opportunity for him to explore all this entrepreneurial bullshit that he trying to do. First of all, that is just a broke man's I'm a musician. That's what it is. It's a lot of men out here calling themselves musicians and taking on odd jobs, or basically getting money from women or whatever so that they can go out here and do bullshit and live their dreams. Everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be a singer. And Marquez, you not about to manage nobody's career if you ain't got no damn career. Why would I let you manage anything that I got going on and you ain't got shit going for yourself? You not a go-getter. You don't even take care of your own children. So why the fuck am I going to let you manage my career? He talked about how his father was managing people's careers, or he had an eye for talent. How you gonna have an eye for talent and you not talented? You're not even doing what you're supposed to do. Like, it's giving full of shit, sir. It's giving every bit of full of shit. I'm like, no, sir, no way. You're not about to cloud me with your bullshit. Absolutely not. So, yeah, he Marquez has strategically tried to perfect being lazy. This thing is not this thing ain't gonna work with me, y'all. So I'm gonna have to hold it or turn the camera off. Give me a second. Let me see if it'll work on my GPS screen. It's probably because the heat is coming up. But yeah, I really wasn't feeling him. I really wasn't. I wasn't feeling him throughout this interview. I felt like he continues to make excuses for himself. I feel like he thinks that, this is his time to shine, to do what he wants to do. And my thing is, Trish is those kids' mother. You basically left the load of work on her. And even if you were saying that, oh, you've been the financial breadwinner for quite some time, basically what you were saying without saying is that you just like, okay, well, I've been the breadwinner for a while. It's your turn. Fuck you. Make it happen on your own. But then you're talking out the side of your ass, because then you're saying, oh, yeah, Ken is not the biological. Okay, cool. Nobody is trying to say that Ken is trying to erase you and be their biological father with his DNA. We clearly see that those children are yours. They look like you. Oh, I feel like I'm all in the damn camera, child. That ain't cute. Ken is not trying to say, oh, the kids are now mine. I provided the seed to make them. He's not saying that. You keep on trying to make that a thing. That's not a thing. Ken is basically making it clear that he's the one taking care of the children. Now, you're saying that Ken is only doing extracurricular things like, oh, taking them on trips and buying them Jordans or whatever the case may be. That's all fine and dandy too. However, what the hell are you doing? You haven't said that you've done anything. All you've talked about is how selfish you are, saying that I had to go and pursue my dreams. I moved to Atlanta to pursue my dreams. I left the marital home. I didn't leave my children. I don't know what type of delulu person this man is to think that somehow we think that he should have stayed in the house with Trish to be a good parent. No. I have friends that are amazing fathers, and they ain't with the women and won't touch them with a 10-foot pole. It is what it is. I told y'all a story of one of my friends that he had to literally hop on a plane to Atlanta every week and pick his daughter up and bring her back to Maryland. Like, he was on a plane every week. That's how much he wanted to. He brought her here every weekend so that he could see his daughter, because the girl that he had a kid with, she purposely moved to Atlanta, trying to make it seem like he was a deadbeat and he wouldn't come and see his daughter and this, that, and the third. You moved out of state, girl. So he got on a flight and he lost his house because his priority was to make sure he could afford those tickets, those flights to get back and forth. Come to find out, oh, girl did not live in Atlanta. She was literally driving down there every week just to make him have to hop on a flight to come and get his daughter. Crazy, crazy shit. And now he has full custody of his kid. Because you want to play games and do stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. So, oh, one of my friends calling me now. Hold on a second, Hey, Nate.
Yo, what up?
Nothing much. Let me give you a call back in a few minutes.
All right, cool.
All right, bye. But y'all, yeah, Marquez, if you really wanted to be a father to those children, you could be a father to those children. It has nothing, absolutely nothing, to do with I'm trying to tell you, this thing don't like me today, honey. Okay. Let me see if it'll sit on here. If it fall down again, y'all, I'm just gonna go off camera and talk to y'all like that. Okay. Let's see how this do. Ooh. Trying to drive in the country. Good morning, y'all. It's 106 of y'all up. For the replay crew, child, just bear with me. We gonna get it clean. We gonna get it clean and clear in a minute. Hold on. Don't run me over. Shit. Let me make sure ain't no cars coming. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. But y'all, yeah, Marquez is yeah, he's trash to me. I think, everybody is talking about a lot of people have said, oh, he's so honest, he's telling the truth. And yeah, what is he telling the truth about? What are y'all talking about he telling the truth about? Kenan telling the truth about is the fact that I'm not saying that he's necessarily lying. I think that he's not being honest with himself. I think that he misconstrues how great of a father he is. He's not a great father. And I'm sure that his children can back that up. The son is a perfect example because the son has been looking at him like, all right, now you being embarrassing, chill. That's what it is. I don't know, y'all. Market and delusional, thinking that he's a great father and that they're over there trying to make him look bad. Nobody can make you look anyway. You are really confirming it on your own. You ain't have to do too much work for people to see that you out here faking the funk, sir. But it is what it is. Y'all can't be confused by light eyes and a smile, child, and some tattoos. That dude is not doing what he's supposed to do. Now, is Trish a fucking liar? Absolutely. I don't believe shit that I don't trust Trish far as I can throw her ass, and she pretty light. Don't trust her at all. Her and Destiny run neck and neck with the amount of lies that they are willing to tell. Trish is just, her whole body, everything reacts to her lies. Trish, like, her body language, everything, she is a liar. And I don't know how anybody can be with her. I would not trust her. Period. I wouldn't be able to trust her. So I don't think that Marquez wants Trish. I think that then all of a sudden I saw people saying something about I watched Giving You the Real Tease video yesterday as well in traffic. And allegedly there's supposed to be some video of him with a child. Let's just say he's in allegedly in some compromising video uh, with one in the stink. Let's call it that. How about that? But I don't. And then I noticed in Queen Sheba's interview when she asked him about, I think she asked him about said video or something like that, that they alluded to. And she asked him if about his preference, of them questioning his preference if, he had one. He danced around it. He never said, no, I'm straight, or yes, I'm bisexual, or whatever. He didn't say, confirm or deny anything. I'm like, ooh, okay, sir. And I told y'all that's why I think he went down to Atlanta in the first place. Because you went to Atlanta, but you still haven't produced anything. You've been there for a whole year. It's not like you like, oh, I've been in Atlanta and I've been able to do X, Y, Z. You've all of a sudden now, or you have this T-shirt company. Y'all, I'm trying to tighten this thing up so it can stop spinning around. Let me see what I got to do. Let's see. Let's tighten up. Okay, hopefully. But yeah, he moved to Atlanta, and listen, honestly, I don't really care what the man prefers, to be clear. Like, I don't want to be with him, and whoever does, that's how they can discuss that. But I think that people overshadow what is really the situation at hand when they worry about somebody's sexuality. That don't have nothing to do with nothing. The fact still remains that this man thinks that he's there for his kids, and he's not. It's very clear that he's not. So that's all that is. I don't want to see no more interviews on. I don't want to see no more interviews with Marquez. I don't. And mind you, the show is about to be over anyway, so it don't even matter. But moving on, y'all, let's go into the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Did y'all watch Potomac? Child, first of all, it wasn't really nothing really much going on the reunion part one. Mind you, I finally liked Giselle's dress. Giselle was the plainest, but she actually looked really, really cute. I loved Giselle's outfit. It was cute for her. But Wendy took the cake. Wendy's outfit was amazing, but all the girls was given all that needed to be gave. They all look good to me. I thought everybody came with it. Miss Karen, you did wrong for shouting everybody out but goddamn Wendy. Karen, first of all, they revealed, everything that was going on with Karen, how she was convicted. She's waiting, but mind you, her sentencing is February 26th. So that'll be next week. We'll figure out whether the Grand Dame is going to jail or not, honey. Or if her sentence is lightened, or she can just walk around with the thing around her ankle, child. But Karen, watching you in that video when you getting drunk and all of that, friend, that was gnarly. That was absolutely gnarly. And you sitting up here crying, talking about something, oh, I just feel so bad. I feel so bad for my family, and this, that, and the third. Girl, you embarrassed yourself. You out here getting drunker than a skunk. I hope whoever she's covering, because allegedly the people around the town is saying that it was a man in the car with her, and the man got out the car and fled the scene. So I hope her going down to the courthouse and going down for all this shit is worth it for whatever little piece of peen she was getting from whatever man that was in her damn car. I really, really hope it's worth it, Miss Karen. Because, girl, the reputation is not repaired. It is not repaired. Sad. It's given very sad. But Yeah, y'all. Karen obviously wasn't at the reunion. She shouted out um, Giselle, Kay, and I think Jassy. I don't know how to say that girl's homegirl's name. Jassy, whatever. For being there for her. But she was mainly giving Giselle all the feels. She was really happy that Giselle, she wrote something for her or whatever, wrote her a letter like of confidence or whatever, and just was really trying to uplift her spirits or whatever. And Giselle was kind of sitting there protecting Karen. I think that all season they really wanted to ride that storyline of Karen was really subpar. It really was. And I think that they were really banking on. Oh, she also said that Candace reached out to her too. But I really feel like, the season was subpar. I feel like they wanted to ride her coattails for this drunk driving thing. And the Mia storyline wasn't doing as much as they wanted it to do either because she just be lying all the damn time. So it was what it was. So Karen was so first of all, let's just be honest about Karen. While I love Karen, I still think Karen is absolutely hilarious. I think she's good for the show. I also am very well aware that Karen hides everything. She's not transparent fully with her life. She'll give you just enough, which I think that all reality stars to an extent are like that. Yeah, we gonna give up this. We gonna give up this, y'all. This stand don't like me. Let me just turn the camera off and talk. There we go. But yeah, y'all. Karen transparent. Karen is very vague with a lot of things. And Karen also is the type of person where she wants to look a certain way. She's never going to be the one that's like fully, letting you know all the dirty things in her life. She's not going to do that. And Giselle hasn't either. So Giselle can't say shit about Karen and anything that Karen has done because we don't know. We just knew that figured out that she had a sibling, that she had a damn sister. And not to say that we need to know every single person in your life, but the only thing that we've seen is you and your girls and a piece of Pastor Ping. That's it. And that was a fake relationship. And every other guy that you done brought, when you brought Sherman, I think she really did like Sherman, but Sherman was he wasn't really all that pressed for her. And then you had the young dude, Jason, which is now gone. So, child, I wouldn't be so surprised if Jason and because I heard that Lindsay and her baby daddy done broke up, child. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jason and Lindsay end up getting together, even though she got a baby. But we'll see how that go on Summer House. But anyway, Karen does her little speech. She doesn't mention Wendy at all. Wendy is looking like, you in the damn White House and everything with me, and you ain't gonna mention me as a support. But then Wendy, I feel like, I don't even know if Wendy reached out to her at all or if they talked about that because after Wendy found out that Karen was talking cash money shit about her, she wasn't really all into talking to Karen anymore. She was like, well, that is not my friend. Well, she confirmed that after Karen gave her little speech about everybody that did reach out to her. She was like, you know what? That confirms for me that everything that Stacy said, that Karen said about me, is true. So that woman right there, that is not my friend. And she said that she regrets taking Karen to the White House with her, which I can understand that because you over here being fake as fuck, Karen. It's giving real fake for sis. But I mean, Wendy, even though it was coming from Giselle, everybody tried to tell you that Karen wasn't really for you, sis. I remember when Karen said, she's just not Potomac. But then that was in the beginning though. People are allowed to change. Like, people are going off of what Karen was saying like seasons ago. But more recently, I mean, she has been around Wendy. So that's why I thought it was really interesting or different when she didn't necessarily mention Wendy in her whole speech of, oh, this person, thank you for this and blah, blah, blah. So then they bring Jassy out, which I'm like, okay, what is she really going to do? So Jassy comes out and she talks about her fiance. Now they're getting married. Um, Everybody was asking about, I mean, Andy asked questions about, oh, what happened with the baby mama. He kind of lightly talked on it, saying like, people are saying that you were the side chick or whatever. And she basically was like, I was never anybody's side chick, like, not at all. She's like, there's no way I could have been a side chick. They didn't even really go deep into it, but I'm like, Jassy, I really don't care. You was on the show for like 5 minutes. Like, she was on like minimal episodes. mm, so what? Don't care. So she comes out to basically, the only part of her story that was interesting was that Mia, so Mia must be the same age, because Mia just turned 40. Or she had turned 40 last year. I guess she turned 40 last year, or I don't know when this happened, but they all were supposed to meet her in Miami. Well, not all of them. She invited Stacy and Jossie to come to Miami for her birthday. So Stacy is pissed off because she's like, you invited us down here. You sent us text messages and whatnot. Now, mind you, Stacy did never said if she RSVP, because Mia did, even though her ass was lying her ass off. She didn't admit, she did say, there was an RSVP. I had a person that was handling all of my RSVPs. Did you reach out to that person? And Stacy was like, well, no, I reached out to you. You were the one that sent me the invite, so I told you I was coming. Which I feel like it wasn't nothing for Mia to be like, to tell the person that was handling the party, hey, Stacy and Jossie are coming. So Mia get us into this whole crying thing because basically Stacy and Jossie done bust her ass out. And she's like, I just don't have the capacity to be a good friend right now. Why don't you have the capacity to be I'm going through so much. Then because they were talking about divorces or whatever. So apparently, I did see a post the other day that Ashley is officially divorced, finally. But now Ashley is going to be even more boring because it's not like she can talk about Michael at all, because I'm pretty sure he put some shit in the contract for her to get the money that she going to get, that she can't talk about his ass on the damn show. So who knows? And Ashley, I mean, she wasn't really doing nothing. This whole season wasn't giving anything. So, I can't really put too much on Ashley, even though I don't really fuck with her like that. But moving on. um Mia was like, oh, I just can't, I don't have the capacity to be a good friend. It's just been a lot. And I'm going through my divorce with Gordon too. And, it's going through the courts. Mia, and everybody was like, girl, you lying. First of all, it is hilarious that nobody believes anything that Mia says ever. Like, that statement, I don't really fuck with Carlos King like that, but that Mia be lying that he created. And really, I think that, you know, we're going to divulge, we're going to dive into Mr. Carlos King for 2 seconds real fast. Carlos really think he be reading people with his little tangents that he goes off on. And I be like, I'm waiting on the punchline. Where's the joke? He cannot read worth a damn. So I don't really be knowing what will be going on. But the Mia be lying is actually one read that yeah, he coined that statement, and it's amazing. It's amazing. But moving on, Stacy and Jossie weren't buying Mia's bullshit. They were like, we came all the way down there to spend time with you. And, Stacy showed up to the dinner, which I thought was confusing, because if Mia showed up to her dinner an hour late, that means that everybody else all her guests had to have been sitting there. So if Stacy showed up an hour late and Mia wasn't there yet, did Stacy come and sit with the other guests? Or did she just leave because she saw that Mia wasn't there yet? That's puzzling to me because I would expect the birthday girl to come late. Now, an hour late is a bit much for a dinner party because I'm like, girl, I'm not about to sit here for a whole fucking hour waiting on you unless you got a cocktail hour of sorts going on or something. But if she came, I'm just wondering if Stacy came an hour late, Mia wasn't there. If her other guests were still there and was like, oh, Mia just hadn't gotten here yet, then why would you leave? Like, I would have stuck around. Child, I don't know, but that was confusing to me. But Stacy was pissed off, as she should have been, because that was just very, very unprofessional. Mind you, Mia was already trying to be shady because she didn't invite the other ladies. Which, I mean, honestly, I don't know why y'all would have thought that y'all would have gotten an invite to her birthday party, but I mean, if it's not being filmed, but it is what it is, because y'all really don't, low key, don't even really fuck with each other. But I digress. But what else happened on the show that was interesting? That was really it, y'all. It wasn't really nothing. I hope that in the next episode, in the next part of the reunion, they talk about Kiarna and her dude. I hope that they are not together. I heard that. So in the last episode, they said that she didn't move into the house. They moved into the house and then she moved out or something. And I don't know if they broke up, but I would love to see where that relationship is at because, child, Kiana just need to leave Greg alone. I'm sick of Greg's, and we gonna talk about another Greg on Married to Medicine. So, at the end of the reunion, Mia is crying, looking for sympathy, and she goes, "Oh, we got to talk about Wendy and her Happy Eddie with Eddie." She reveals that sales are going really well, and then Giselle and Ashley say, "Yeah, because Stacy is copying you. She's trying to do the same thing." I didn't really agree with them kind of airing Stacy out in a negative way. Here's my thing. Wendy said, I will hope that you would talk to me about that before you go do that. I don't need to talk to you about a business that I'm doing. I don't. I didn't really see anything. If Stacy comes out with her own line of, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but if she comes out with her own line of narcotics, that's her. She can do whatever she wants. I don't need permission from Wendy to start a business. Like, I thought that was weird to me. Just because one person does it, I sell juices and sea moss gel. If one of y'all started selling it, I'm not gonna be like, oh, y'all should have came to me first and talked about it. No, I sell it, and there's a multitude of other people out here that sell it. That's called options. Having options is an amazing thing. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but yeah, that kind of irked me with Wendy. Like, I hope you would talk to me about it. Like, okay, if y'all are like y'all being friends, I could see her being like, you know what, you and Eddie are doing so well with this business. I decided I want to do it too. Like, yeah, she can, but I don't need your permission. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can talk about it. That's cool, but I don't need your permission to start a business. That's all. But moving on, y'all, let's get to Married to the Medicine because Mia, all she did at the end was go into Stacy's dressing room, and Jossie was in there too, and she tried to apologize, and they were like, "Girl, okay, girl, we don't believe you," and they're not ready to receive her apology. But she up there crying, talking about she about to leave. Girl, go on and leave then. You just trying to go see Ink. Ain't nobody stupid. But we get on over to Married to the Medicine, child, okay? So they are still down here in Key West. Y'all, Key West is so beautiful. I think I want to go there for my birthday, y'all. I really do. I was actually asking one of my clients yesterday that lives in Florida um, what she thought about if she could send me some recommendations for nice Airbnbs in Key West. Because I think I want to have a couple of my friends go with me and we go down there and just have a good time. But anyway, the group is still in Key West, and they're getting ready to go out and get on this boat. So there's this whole kerfuffle about whether or not. So we come to find out that Apollo is coming to the trip. So we see Heavenly sitting down with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, and they're like, "Wait a goddamn minute, y'all! Why? What is going on with these people?" Like they were talking about the whole situation with Quad and Greg the night before, and how the whole situation with King, and King was in the room talking to Quad about it. Like everybody was really talking about the night before, all that foolishness with Quad and Dr. G. Now let me tell you something, Quad. I don't know if I said anything, but because I think the last review we did, I did it. I think I did a review on that episode. But anyway, real quick, Quad did too much where it came to Dr. G. I don't listen. You can have sex 15 times a day. That's cool. But nobody needs your right to refusal for their relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was just too much for her to be sitting up there, and I co-signed this relationship. I'm so happy for this relationship. I think this is great. Nobody asked Quad for her approval of their relationship. Period. Now, on the other side of the coin, Dr. G and Sweet Tea, y'all done came on this show knowing that this is the show that Quad was on. So it was okay when y'all were on here throwing it in her face that y'all was in a relationship. But it's very clear that Dr. G is jealous of King. He thought, oh, I'm coming on here with a pretty young thing. These are all my friends. I should be able to be on this show. So should Quad. They're also, Quad is also friends with the ladies of the group. Even though their relationship seems to be super fucking rocky at a lot all the time. But, it is what it is. And that damn Sweet Tea is very immature. Like I cannot deal with her. Like her conversation, and I think Dr. G thinks so too. Because when they were talking, I really didn't like how Dr. G was kind of very condescending with her. He was like, yeah, and I don't care about her, and this, then the third. You just kept on talking, and she kept talking, and I just didn't want to talk about it anymore. And you just kept going back and forth with her, and I didn't like that. He was like, that really showed our age gap, for sure. So basically, he laughed it off with his little annoying ass voice. But basically, he was telling her that she's immature. And he noticed just how immature she was in that moment. That's really fucked up. But also, Dr. G, you made the choice to date somebody younger than you. And just because Sweet Tea is younger than you doesn't mean that she's childish or she's a child. Now, does she do some childish shit? She absolutely fucking does. She absolutely does. But, listen. Um, Dr. G, you got Sweet Tea now. Deal with it. It is what it is. So, and Sweet Tea, you damn sure got him too. So y'all can live happily ever after. I really think that they need to focus more on just ignore fucking Quad. If y'all are happy with each other, I wouldn't give two fucks about what she's talking about or what she's doing, honestly. I really wouldn't care. And vice versa, Quad, you got your dude. And somebody said that King, people keep on saying King is younger than Quad, and she got this young guy. Somebody said King is 44. Your man's just look good, okay? But somebody, I read in the comments that he's 44 years old. So y'all can stop all that. He's so young, this, that, and the third talk. But yeah, Quad was doing too much talking to Dr. G, and then you talking about you gonna do that baby shower and this, that, and the third. I understand she was drunk, but if I was King, I would have been like, all right, now that's enough. You know, she addressed them a bit too much. And Sweet Tea was just defending her man, child. That's what she been doing this whole fucking episode. So, moving on. Heavenly's getting her hair done, and Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie come in the room with her, and she reveals to them that Apollo is coming. So they're like, "Why the hell would you have Apollo come? Who did that?" She was like, "Well, Phaedra already knows that Apollo is coming, or whatever." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And they were like, "Is his wife coming?" And Heavenly said no, but Heavenly on her channel said that Apollo had called her before going on the boat. So I think she knew when she FaceTimed him asking him where he was at because they were waiting on him to get on the boat. I think she already knew that his wife was with him. She said that he had called her and told her that Shireen was coming. So I was like, damn, so Heavenly, you knew the whole time that the wife was coming. I think Heavenly just wanted to stick it to Phaedra because she feels like Phaedra don't do no damn work on the show. And she don't. Phaedra just shows up and that's it. And I'm like, girl, your presence, I mean, you are funny, but you got to get people that want to talk to you for you to even be able to tell your little slick jokes. So everybody gets to the boat. Phaedra brings Shaq, and everybody's supposed to be having a good old time. They waiting and waiting, and here come Apollo with Shireen or whatever. Also, she told, I did mention this. Heavenly had told Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone that Phaedra knew that Apollo was coming. But Phaedra on the boat, she act like she didn't know that he was coming. She was like, this is crazy. Like, why would anybody invite him? And I'm like, Phaedra, you sitting up here lying. You knew. I'm so glad because Heavenly said she's so glad that she wasn't even thinking about recording that conversation that she had with Phaedra. But she said that she something told her to record the conversation about her asking about Apollo coming because, oh, what the fuck was that? Child, these big old trucks don't clean the snow off the top of their cars. I mean, off top of these trucks, and it falls on people's windshield. I'm what the car in front of me that just happened to them. Mm. But anyway, um, she didn't know that Apollo was coming, and Heavenly on her channel said that she recorded the conversation over the phone of her conversation with Phaedra over the phone because she knew that Phaedra was going to lie. And I'm like, oh, you a smart woman, because Phaedra would definitely sit up there and lie. She would definitely say, and she definitely sat up there and lied about it. So I hope that it comes out that she lied. And that's probably why she didn't want to go to the reunion, because they would tell the truth on her ass. So then I also thought it was really weird that it was this whole situation where Apollo and Shaq were talking, and Phaedra said that she didn't know that Apollo knew Shaq, and this, that, and the third. And but Shaq told Phaedra that he knew Apollo and his wife. He told her on camera. So I'm like, damn, Phaedra, you just lying for no reason, girl. What the hell is your damn problem? So I really want them to call her ass out on camera. That's probably why she hopped that jet so quick and get the hell up out of there on the next episode, because she knew her ass was lying. And I believe that Phaedra wanted to bring Shaq to throw him in Apollo's face because she knew that he knew Apollo. And I think she wanted to make Apollo jealous. That's what I think. Period. So I think Apollo knows his ex-wife very well. So he probably was like, you know what? I know she gonna try to play me, and she knows that I know Shaq. So I'm gonna bring my wife because I know she don't really fuck with my wife. I don't really think that Apollo wanted his wife to be there. I think Apollo thought, oh, Phaedra gonna be there by herself. I'm gonna be there by myself. Maybe we can rekindle some stuff. This Tesla was coming in hot, y'all. It looked like he about to try to sideswipe my damn car. Sheesh. But yeah, I think Apollo thought that it was gonna be that. But once he found out that Shaq was coming, then he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, you want to try to piss me off? I'm gonna piss you off too. I'm gonna bring my wife." So when Phaedra saw that Shireen was there and she walking her little thick ass, that girl looks like what's that girl that just got dumped by that basketball? He's not a basketball player. I think he's a musician. He wanted a ball sons. Nikki Baby, which people was coming for her because they were like, "You're older than him anyway." I think she's 34 and he's 29. They ain't that far apart. But he dumped her and now he already in another relationship with some girl, and the girl on the internet calling her the R word or whatever. And I'm like, child, these men are for the streets. Y'all be getting with these dudes thinking that, you can turn a hoe into a husband, and that ain't the case. And Nikki Baby, I think she has her own money. So I don't even know why she was really laying her hat on this ball son, but I digress. But anyway, Shireen looks like an older version of Nikki Baby to me. She really does. Like, same, Nikki Baby was a little more fit before she had children, but she just had a baby, so that's understandable for her to be, shaped the way she is. But Shireen, to my understanding, her and Apollo ain't had no children, and she looks totally different from how she looked in the beginning when she came around. And I feel like she done had some surgeries, and I don't think it's in her favor. But I mean, she's not an ugly woman, but she definitely looks different. But anyway, she comes and they're like, "Oh, have you met Phaedra?" And Shireen is like, "Have I met Phaedra? Yeah, I know Phaedra." And it's revealed that they don't really talk like that. I'm like, so Phaedra, your children be going over here to this lady house with Apollo, and you ain't talking to her? No, we would have to have. I don't give a fuck how pissed off I am with you because you was cheating with my husband, my ex-husband at the time, my ex-husband. I don't give a shit. If you truly living your life and you don't give a fuck about what Carlos child, what Apollo is doing, I wouldn't give a shit about that woman. I would want to make sure that she's being nice to my kids. But I guess she trusts Apollo enough to do the right thing by the boys, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, me and her will have to have some type of conversation because you're gonna be around my kids, and I need to see where your heart posture is, honey. Cause you're not about to be around my children and treating them bad. Ain't no damn way. But yeah, y'all. So everybody is hanging and chilling on this boat. They drinking. Apollo is telling his story of how Phaedra lied about this, and she said that she ain't know nothing about him, Shaq knowing him, and this, that, and the third. But Shaq told him that he did tell Phaedra, and Apollo thinks Phaedra lying. I'm like, oh my God, y'all are just on here getting the shit going already. This the whole scene made me realize that Phaedra was only really interesting because of Apollo. Because he was the one always in the middle of some shit. He was the one with the shit with Kenya, with that whole back and forth where, oh, him and Kenya flirting with each other and this, that, and the third. Outside of that, if it wasn't for that drama, I don't even think that Phaedra would have really been that entertaining. I mean, she can read somebody down to the ground, okay? But where would have the opportunities for her to read somebody have come from? You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for Apollo always fucking some shit up or them always arguing over some shit. But anyway, child. They all go to this sandbar, and Dr. Simone is like, you know what? This is the only sandbar with eight. What she say? or 6 physicians on it or something like that. I forgot how many of them. It's her, Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Mimi, Dr. G, Dr. Eugene, Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Daddy Child. Okay. So it's 8 of them. Yep. So they all having a good time, drinking and whatnot. So they all in the water or whatever. The ladies and oh, they done pulled somebody over, child. The ladies and Apollo and Shireen are out there, and Phaedra and Shaq. So they get to talking to Heavenly like, girl, why the hell did you invite Apollo on this trip? You being messy or whatever. And they were Phaedra, because Phaedra seemed annoyed or whatever. And I'm like, Phaedra, I know you are not annoyed. I think Phaedra was just acting like she was annoyed, but I think her she really was mad that Shireen was there. She really wanted to stick it to Apollo, like, oh yeah, I got this young dude. Which I'm sorry, but Shaq, he's a little questionable to me. I don't know, but it is what it is. Again, people can do what they want. They can do whatever they like. But child, where am I going? Let me make sure I don't miss my turn, y'all, while I'm over here talking, running my mouth. I can't wait till I can see y'all comments. Um, so anyway, they're talking in the ocean. And shout out to everybody that just came in the chat. I cannot see y'all because I am driving. You can't see me right now, but everybody that was on earlier will see that I was driving, so I can't look at the screen. I'm literally holding the phone and talking. So I apologize that I can't engage with y'all visually, but I promise you I'll come back and read y'all comments. And I may do another video separate to respond to some of y'all comments. We can go back to what I used to do. I think I forgot what I called it, but one of my subscribers actually gave me the idea. But I'll do one of those episodes again. But anyway, they're in the water, and Heavenly just looking, getting bombarded by the ladies over inviting Apollo or whatever. At this point, Apollo is over there talking to the guys, and the guys are like, oh, okay, well, how do you know the group? And Apollo's like, yeah, I know Heavenly, I know all these guys. Apollo, why you didn't just say I'm Phaedra's ex-husband? Like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because maybe he assumed that everybody knew that because they were on Housewives. So he didn't feel like he needed to say that, which I think, it's absolutely obvious that that's what he was there. That's why he's there. But okay, whatever. I think that Curtis just wanted to hear him say it. And I'm like, why do we need to hear him say that he was Phaedra's ex-husband? But okay, whatever. So Sweet Tea she's really pissed off that Heavenly invited Apollo and Shireen. And it's like, Sweet Tea, here's yet another thing that has absolutely nothing to fucking do with you, that you are getting your whole hips and dips pissed off about. Like, girl, tuck your front teeth back in your mouth and shut up. You doing too much. You're getting out of pocket. You're doing a lot. I don't know if your hormones are. Oh shit. I don't know if your hormones are all over the goddamn place because you over here trying to procreate. But you need to mind your business. You up here doing the most for Phaedra. Phaedra is standing right there. If she needs to defend herself against Dr. Heavenly, let her do that. Y'all, I'm tired of Sweet Tea. I really am. I think that reality TV is just not for baby girl. I don't think it's for her. I think she needs to get off the show because she's entirely too emotional. I think she takes it too serious. And, some may argue that, oh, well, Sweet Tea doesn't get the ebbs and flows of reality TV because she's being real. If this is her being real, she's very annoying. Like, this ain't what I want to see. She's like overly emotional. Ugh, I can't even talk. She's overly emotional about everything. It's annoying. It's very annoying. But yeah, Phaedra was annoyed. Like, also, if I'm Phaedra, honestly, I wouldn't want to see Apollo's wife either. Like, keep her mediocre looking ass on. So Apollo and his wife come over to join everybody, all the ladies, and they're there while Sweet Tea is having her back and forth with Heavenly. So Heavenly and Sweet Tea about to get to throwing bows or whatever, and Phaedra, Shireen was like, "Yeah, I know." They were like, "Do you know Phaedra?" And she was like, "Yeah, I know Faye Faye," or something like that. She gave her a nickname. And Phaedra was like, "Bitch, don't call me Faye Faye, old bad body built bitch." I was like, "Oh, we're very emotional. It's a lot." I was like, "What?" And they said that Phaedra said it so low that they had to turn her mic up so they could hear it. But it sounded really clear and loud to me. I don't, they were like, Heavenly said that she doesn't think that Shireen heard Phaedra. And she said that Shireen actually read Phaedra. I disagree. I don't think that Shireen is reading nobody, okay? Not at all. Because, girl, I also heard that them two are getting a divorce now. Apollo and Shireen are getting a divorce. I think Apollo looking at Phaedra's body, and she older than Shireen. And she like, he like, yeah, you don't look as good as you used to look. It ain't worth it. I think he want Phaedra back. I really do. But I don't know if Phaedra will ever go back with him because I think it was just too much embarrassment surrounding him. And, Phaedra likes to keep up this perfect persona, even though she's funny and, she ain't the church lady type because she wearing all these naked bodysuits, or form-fitting bodysuits and shit. I know she ain't wearing that to the pulpit as a pastor's kid, but, you know, I don't think Apollo fits her aesthetic anymore. So anyway, that gets to going with Sweet Tea and Heavenly going back and forth. Then on the other side, the men are talking. So they get into this whole macho man conversation where they realize that Steve used to play in the NFL. So all the guys like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. We should have had a football out here to throw the football around." And Steve was like, "Yeah, let's get it." And so I don't know how they got into doing fucking push-ups, but Dr. G's weird ass starts doing push-ups tomorrow. One Letitia, two Letitia, three Letitia, four Letitia. And he does 25 push-ups. I was like, if ever there was a therapist that I saw that needed extreme therapy, it was him. Like, I really think Dr. Mimi needs to take him off to the side and give him a special session by himself because this man is gnarly. I cannot. That was so cringe and weird. Even his friends, the guys were looking at him like, what the fuck? And then he was looking at King apparently the whole time. That's what Dr. Heavenly said. And I'm like, "Sir, you ain't got to prove to King that you in love with your wife. King don't give a shit. And he has Quad. So, and he don't want Letitia. So I don't know what you doing that for." So Dr. G, I feel like he felt like he needed to measure his nuts up against King's because he looking at King like, "Oh, this strapping young guy, you know, I want to try to intimidate him in any way that I can." So he goes over, King is like, "Yeah, I want to be cool." All the guys are like, "Yeah, King, you real cool or whatever. We think you're a good addition to the group." And Dr. G was like, "Yeah, I haven't really had time to have much conversation with you to introduce you to the group. I ain't really talked to you much, so it is what it is." But yeah, Quad and this stuff with Quad and this, that, and the third. She talked too damn much. I was like, what the fuck? Now, Dr. G, why did you have to? I feel like he did that to poke King just to be like, "I'm not scared of you and I'm not going to fight you, but I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want and you ain't going to do shit." Because I think he felt like, oh, it's these cameras here. All my friends are here. They not going to let me fight. So I'm going to sun this little boy. That's what I think he wanted to do. I think Dr. G is a bitch, honestly. He's definitely a cold bitch. You sitting up here trying to sun somebody, but sir, you a bitch. So you might want to be careful before you get the rest of your bald head, the skin on your bald head knocked off to really expose that dome. You tripping. So he gets up and walks his little shrimp ass over to King, talking about something. If you good, I'm good. And he got a little bass in his voice, and he doing extra. I'm like, you didn't have to go over and walk up to him. You still trying to. It's like you're trying to secure your dominance over him, despite his visibility of clearly being dominant over you. It's like he just kept on trying to, he kept trying to show some type of power over King. And King saw what he was doing. And he was looking at him like, you know what, I'm trying to let this old motherfucker get by. But he keep on trying me, and I'm going to punch him in his goddamn face. And King was like, well, as long as you apologize to Quad or whatever, we all good. Because I didn't hear you say that she got a big fucking mouth and this, that, and the third. And he was like, nah, I'm not going to apologize to nobody. Like, she'd say shit to me all the time. And what am I supposed to just allow her to say whatever she wants to me? But Dr. G did have a good point there. King, you can't sit up here and expect for Dr. G to sit there and be susceptible to listening to Quad berate him and talk shit and all this, that, and the third, and he's supposed to just sit there and take it. But he gotta apologize to her for saying she got a big fucking mouth. I think y'all just one hand washes the other because Quad did too much too. She shouldn't have even been talking to them, honestly, in my opinion. Like talking about planning the baby shower and all that's extremely team too much. She really did. She really needed to, like, honestly, Quad needed to put a fucking muzzle on it. It was too much. You already stuck it to him by bringing King in the first place. You didn't have to shove it in worse. And then you sitting beside him on the beach. Like, that was too much. So, clearly, Dr. G missing the meals that Quad used to cook for him. That's what it was. He don't miss her mouth. But I think he missed Quad to an extent until after that. So then they kind of squash it, but then I think the shit with Sweet Tea, it bellies over, and her and Heavenly getting the scrapping or whatever. They about to get the scrapping, but Heavenly, thank goodness, she falls back. So when she falls back in the water because Sweet Tea bitching this and bitch that, and I'm like, Sweet Tea, you doing all of this about ready to fight Dr. Heavenly? Oh my God, that was almost an accident. Why are people so stupid? Why? But you get ready to fight Dr. Heavenly over some shit that don't even have nothing to do with you. Over Phaedra and Apollo coming. Like, girl, mind your business. You got enough shit to worry. Like, stop worrying about. You just got out of an argument with your own husband. You don't need to be worrying about none of this shit with Phaedra and goddamn Dr. Heavenly. So they get to getting ready to start fighting. Then King thinks that this is after Dr. G grabs Sweet Tea and tries to diffuse that situation. King thinks that this is a great idea to now pull Dr. G to the side and tell him you need to go ahead and apologize to Quad right now. I'm like, King, did the producer tell you to do this? Because this don't even look comfortable for you. I don't even see why he thought that was a good time to pull Dr. G to the side to be talking about some goddamn apology to Quad. So obviously tensions are high, and Dr. G is like, wait, what the fuck? I'm trying to tame my wife right now, and you coming at me with this bullshit. He's like, I don't have to say shit. And King was like, yeah, oh yes you do, motherfucker. And him and Dr. G go back and forth. And here come Quad with her little drink in her hand and Perky Booty running at top speed, trying to come and break it up. Shaq is in the middle of them at this point, and Phaedra is telling Sweet Tea, "Don't worry about it. Shaq ain't gonna let him fight. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay." Sweet Tea pulls away from Phaedra, and she running. She talking about, "I'm gonna use my." Dr. Heavenly said, Sweet Tea was like, "I'm gonna use my military training to get King for my husband. He's a doctor. He shouldn't be fighting." I'm like, Sweet Tea, you gonna get your ass whooped. I don't give a fuck about no military damn training, and your ass is a woman. I don't give a. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I don't give a shit how strong you think you are. You will never be stronger than a man. Okay? So women that think that they can put their hands on men and it's okay and you can do and say whatever you want, you putting your hands in their face and doing all that. Don't do that shit. Stop doing that. If you can't have a civilized argument with somebody, don't do it. Because if you feel like you got to put your hands in people's goddamn face and you got to become physical with shit, then you don't know how to communicate well. And I am a firm believer in women should not ever be putting their hands on men, and vice versa. Men shouldn't be putting their hands on no woman because men are clearly stronger than women. But anyway, Sweet Tea running her ass over there, and her titties clearly were not supported by this bathing suit that she had on. And they about to come on out and take a peek at any minute now. So that was the end of the episode. I'm like, child, Sweet Tea, go sit your ass down, girl. I'm so sick and tired of her. I really want her to grow up. She needs to grow. I just think reality TV is just not for her. It's not for her at all. Oh shit! Did I just get a ticket? Child driving too goddamn fast. I just think that reality TV is not for her. She's extreme. She's way too emotional. She can't handle it. She simply can't handle it. But yeah, y'all. Oh, I'm taking the wrong exit. Damn it! I'm gonna be late now. God damn it, y'all. What? What? I'm over here running my damn mouth, and now I'm gonna be late to my appointment. 3 minutes. I was gonna be on time 10 minutes early. Now I'm gonna be late because I took the wrong fucking exit. But y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more. Let me get my ass up off here before I take another damn wrong exit and keep fucking up the rotation. But y'all, I will talk to y'all later. All right, y'all have an amazing, amazing Wednesday, and I will come back to talk to y'all tonight about Toya and Regine, and then I'm going to do several pre-recording. I'll do some pre-recordings for Southern Charm and Southern Hospitality. Okay, for that will also come out during the day tomorrow. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for working through all the technical difficulties in the beginning with me. And I promise I will come back and read all of y'all comments. So please continue to comment, continue to talk to me. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section. All my friends that joined me, shout out to all my friends that may have jumped on here. All my members, shout out to the members of Shay Renee Online. I finally got the package that for our giveaway. So I will be doing that either tonight or tomorrow. Y'all know I got my step class on Wednesday nights. So I'm going to probably do it tomorrow since I'm going to more likely be snowed in any damn way. But yeah, y'all, I will check y'all later. Love y'all. Mean it. Like the video, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.